Parenting advice you don't need to stress about. Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that I'm super passionate about, ditching the guilt and stress around parenting. There's so much pressure on parents these days to do everything right, and it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of advice and expectations. But here's the truth. You don't have to be perfect. In fact, striving for perfection can actually do more harm than good. When we let go of the pressure to meet unrealistic standards, we create space for connection, authenticity, and joy in our families. So if you're tired of feeling like you're not doing enough, or that you're constantly failing, this video is for you. Let's break free from the pressure and embrace a more compassionate and empowering approach to parenting. Finding balance in a digital world. Let's talk about screens. We've all been there, feeling that pang of guilt as our kids spend another hour glued to a screen. But here's the thing. Technology is a part of our world, and it's not going anywhere. Instead of banning screens altogether, which can often feel like an uphill battle, let's focus on integrating them into our family life in a healthy and balanced way. Think about it. Would you completely avoid teaching your child how to navigate a busy street? Of course not. We teach them how to navigate the world safely. It's about teaching our kids to use technology mindfully and responsibly. This means setting clear boundaries around screen time, just like we set limits on other things in life. Family dinners, for example, are a great time to unplug and connect. Encourage conversation and face-to-face interaction during these times. And when it comes to choosing what our kids watch or play, let's be mindful of the content and prioritize quality over quantity. Remember, it's okay to set limits and say no to excessive screen time. You're not depriving your kids, you're teaching them valuable skills for navigating the digital age. And let's be honest, a little break from screens is good for all of us, right? The key is to find a balance that works for your family. It's not about being perfect, it's about creating a healthy relationship with technology that supports your family's well-being. Letting kids explore their independence. Let's talk about the beauty of letting kids be kids, and that includes giving them the space to play and explore independently. Now, I know it can be tempting to fill every moment of their day with structured activities, but there's something truly magical about unstructured playtime. Think back to your own childhood. Remember those long summer days spent building forts, creating imaginary worlds, or simply getting lost in your own thoughts. Those moments of unstructured play were crucial for our development. They fostered our creativity, problem-solving skills, and emotional regulation. And guess what? The same holds true for our kids today. When we allow our children the freedom to play independently, whether it's building a Lego masterpiece or simply daydreaming in their room, we're giving them the space to cultivate their imaginations, develop their sense of self, and learn to regulate their own emotions. Now, I'm not suggesting we abandon our kids entirely. It's still important to be present and engaged in their lives. But let's shift our focus from quantity of time to quality of time. Instead of feeling pressured to be on all the time, aim for moments of genuine connection throughout the day. Maybe it's reading a bedtime story together, having a heartfelt conversation over dinner, or simply cuddling on the couch. These small but meaningful interactions can have a profound impact on our children's emotional well-being. So, let's ditch the guilt about not constantly entertaining our kids and embrace the power of independent play. Give them the space to explore, create, and discover the world on their own terms. It's in those moments of freedom that their true selves can shine through. Why feeling it all matters. Let's talk about something that's often seen as taboo in parenting: allowing our kids to experience negative emotions. As parents, it's natural to want to shield our children from pain and discomfort. But the truth is, negative emotions are just as much a part of life as positive ones. In fact, they're essential for our emotional growth and development. Think about it. How can we truly appreciate happiness if we've never experienced sadness? How can we learn resilience if we've never faced challenges? By trying to protect our kids from every negative emotion, we're actually doing them a disservice. When we allow our children to experience and navigate difficult emotions, we're giving them the tools they need to develop emotional intelligence. We're teaching them that it's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated, and that these feelings are normal and manageable. Of course, this doesn't mean we should let our kids wallow in their emotions or act out in destructive ways. It's about creating a safe and supportive space for them to process their feelings. When your child is upset, resist the urge to immediately fix the problem or distract them. Instead, validate their feelings. Let them know that you see their pain and that you're there for them. Help them to label their emotions. Sometimes, simply putting a name to what they're feeling can be incredibly empowering. And most importantly, teach them healthy coping mechanisms. Whether it's deep breathing, journaling, or talking to a trusted adult, equip your child with the tools they need to manage their emotions effectively. Remember, emotional intelligence is a skill that's developed over time. It takes practice, patience, and a whole lot of compassion. But the rewards are immeasurable. The unsung heroes of a harmonious home. Let's talk about boundaries, a topic that's often met with resistance but is oh so crucial for a harmonious and peaceful home life. Setting boundaries isn't about being a dictator or controlling our kids. It's about creating clear expectations and guidelines that help everyone feel safe, respected, and understood. Think of boundaries as loving fences. They provide structure and security while still allowing for freedom and exploration within those limits. When we establish clear boundaries, we're not only teaching our kids about limits and consequences, but we're also reducing anxiety and power struggles. Children thrive on routine and predictability. When they know what to expect, they feel safe and secure. Boundaries can be as simple as establishing a consistent bedtime routine, setting limits on screen time, or defining acceptable behavior in different settings. Now I get it. Enforcing boundaries can be tough, especially when we're met with resistance. But consistency is key. When we consistently enforce the boundaries we set, our kids learn that we mean what we say, and they're more likely to cooperate. Remember, setting boundaries is an act of love, not punishment. It's about creating a loving and structured environment where our children can thrive. And the best part? When we set clear boundaries, we free ourselves from the constant need to nag, plead, or engage in power struggles. It's a win-win for everyone. Finding the balance between support and overdrive. Let's talk about academic pressure, something that can weigh heavily on both parents and kids. In today's competitive world, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of academic excellence. We want our kids to succeed, to excel, to have every opportunity available to them. But sometimes in our quest for academic achievement, we lose sight of something far more important, our children's well-being. It's time to take a step back and reevaluate our priorities. Is it more important for our kids to get straight A's or to develop a love of learning? Is it more crucial for them to ace every test or to cultivate a sense of curiosity and wonder about the world around them? Now, I'm not suggesting we throw all academic aspirations out the window. It's important for our kids to learn, to grow, and to develop their minds, but let's do so in a way that fosters their love of learning, not their fear of failure. Let's create a home environment where mistakes are seen as opportunities for growth, where curiosity is celebrated, and where the pressure to be perfect is replaced with the joy of discovery. Encourage your kids to explore their interests, even if those interests fall outside the traditional academic realm. Let's remember that grades are just one measure of success, and they certainly don't define our children's worth. When we shift our focus from academic pressure to a love of learning, we open up a whole new world of possibilities for our kids. Celebrating the everyday victories, let's talk about something really important: giving ourselves grace as parents. In the whirlwind of parenting, it's easy to get caught up in the to-do lists, the endless chores, and the constant demands on our time and energy. We strive for perfection, often holding ourselves to unrealistic standards. But here's the truth: you don't have to be a perfect parent to be an amazing one. In fact, there's no such thing as perfect. Parenting is a journey, not a destination. It's messy, unpredictable, and full of ups and downs. So let's cut ourselves some slack. Let's celebrate the small victories, the everyday moments that make parenting so incredibly rewarding. Did you get everyone fed, dressed, and out the door on time this morning? That's a win. Did you manage to navigate a meltdown with patience and empathy? That's huge. Did you simply survive another day of parenting? Give yourself a pat on the back. Remember, you are enough. You are doing the best you can with the resources you have, and that's all that matters. Let go of the guilt, the self-doubt, and the pressure to be perfect. Embrace the imperfections, the messiness, and the beautiful chaos that is parenting. You've got this. a reminder for the journey. As we wrap up today's video, I want to leave you with one final thought. You've got this. Parenting is a journey, and like any journey, it's filled with both smooth roads and bumpy detours. There will be days when you feel like you're nailing it, days when you feel like a complete failure, and everything in between. But here's the thing. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up, be present, and love your kids unconditionally. Trust your instincts, listen to your heart, and remember that you are the expert on your own children. You've got this. Finding your unique parenting voice. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to parenting. What works for one family might not work for another, and that's okay. The most important thing is to find what feels right for you, for your child, and for your family. Trust your instincts, listen to your heart, and don't be afraid to give yourself permission to parent in a way that feels authentic to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video has given you permission to let go of the guilt, embrace the imperfections, and find joy in the journey of parenthood. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your little ones. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thanks for joining me today on this journey.